Hello and welcome to Fox Gadget. In this video, you're going to see devices that are on another level. Robot companions that truly understand you and take the initiative on their own. Desks that hide a brutal PC with an integrated screen. Fresh ice without cables anywhere. Phones that capture the exact moment without hesitation. Intelligent presences that observe and learn your routine. Glasses that translate 160 languages in real time while you live the moment. And keyboards where every key magically changes to guide you. These are not distant concepts. They are realities that are arriving and prove that the future is now. So get comfortable because we begin. Imagine coming home and someone is waiting for you. It's not a person, not even a real pet, but still it listens to you, understands you, and responds. That's exactly what the Gogobot D1 does, a robot dog that goes far beyond following orders. Here you're not talking to a basic machine, but to a system capable of holding real conversations, understanding context, and reacting not just with words, but with movements, postures, and behaviors that make it feel surprisingly alive. The really interesting thing is that it doesn't depend on you all the time. This robot has its own initiative. It moves, explores, reacts, and shows little behaviors that give it personality, as if it truly shared the space with you. Plus, it's not just entertainment. It can also become a learning tool, with games and interactions designed to stimulate curiosity and thinking, and all this in a compact, portable, and customizable format. Let me introduce you to the ViewDock Gen 2. A device that looks like a simple desk accessory until you realize it's actually a complete PC hidden in a minimalist design. It's compact, elegant, but incredibly powerful. Inside, it has an AMD Ryzen processor, DDR5 memory, and dual SSD storage, meaning it can handle demanding tasks to heavy multitasking without issue. And all this with a silent cooling system that keeps it running smoothly. But what really makes it special is not just its power, but how it integrates everything in one place. It has an adjustable built-in screen, wireless charging for your phone, and an absurd amount of ports that turn it into the center of your setup. You can connect multiple 4K screens, work, create, or consume content without limitations, all from a device that barely takes up space. It's that kind of gadget that doesn't just improve your desk, but completely redefines how you interact with it. So far, we've talked about productivity, intelligence, and technology, but there's something much simpler that also defines a good experience: comfort. And that's where this gadget comes in. Let me introduce you to Homevol. And what it does is so simple that it's surprising no one has done it before. It's a completely wireless ice maker. Yes, just as you hear it. This device runs on lithium batteries, meaning you can have fresh ice literally wherever you want. At home, at the beach, on an outdoor outing, or even in the middle of nowhere. But the really interesting thing is that it doesn't sacrifice performance for portability. In just a few minutes, it starts producing ice, generating solid cubes constantly, as if you were using a traditional machine plugged into the wall. Except here, there are no cables, and that completely changes the game. Because suddenly, something as everyday as having ice stops depending on a specific place and becomes something you carry with you. It's that kind of innovation that doesn't try to be complex or futuristic, but when you use it, you realize it makes perfect sense. And after seeing all the above, one important thing becomes clear. Technology is not only evolving to be more powerful, but also to be freer. But if there's one thing that's always been a problem, it's capturing the moment just as it happens. Between unlocking the phone, opening the camera, and focusing, many times it's already too late. And that's where the FOSSiBOT F116 Pro comes in, a device designed exactly for that, not to fail you when you need it most. This phone combines the best of both worlds. On one hand, it's extremely resistant, designed to withstand harsh conditions like rain, dust, or shocks without stopping working. But on the other, it's completely focused on capture. It has a dedicated button that instantly activates the camera, gimbal-type stabilization for smooth shots even while moving, and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens that allows you to capture complete scenes with great detail. All this in a compact, powerful format that's always ready to accompany you. It's that kind of gadget that not only works well, but ensures you never miss the moment. Let me introduce you to ClawStage. And this is not just another assistant. It's a physical system where artificial intelligence doesn't just respond, but observes, learns, and acts within your real environment. Thanks to its sensors, cameras, and microphones, it can perceive what's happening around you and react without you saying a single word. It doesn't wait for orders. It understands patterns, detects changes, and adapts to your rhythm, as if it were really present with you in the space. But the most impressive thing is that it's not a generic AI. You can completely customize its personality, behavior, and way of interacting with you. From a focused assistant that eliminates distractions, to a curious companion that suggests ideas, or even a silent observer that only intervenes when necessary. And over time, it learns from your environment, your routine, and your habits, evolving with you. It's that kind of technology that stops feeling like a tool and starts feeling like something closer. And when you think you've seen the most advanced point of artificial intelligence in your daily life, what comes next takes it even further. These are the Y-Glasses Pro 2.0. These glasses are not just an accessory, they are a complete assistant you wear without realizing it. They integrate high-fidelity audio so you can listen to music or take calls without needing headphones, with clear, immersive sound that doesn't isolate you from the world. But the really powerful thing is their ability to translate in real time more than 160 languages, allowing you to communicate with anyone as if there were no barriers. Literally, you can be in another country, listening and understanding everything instantly. And the most interesting thing is how natural it all feels. You don't have to take out your phone, you don't have to interrupt what you're doing. It simply happens while you live the moment. Plus, they incorporate intelligent assistant functions that expand even more what you can do in your daily life. It's that kind of technology that stops being a device and becomes an extension of you. At first glance, the MiraBox K1W looks like a premium mechanical keyboard, with that translucent design and RGB lights that already catch your eye. But the true magic is in its keys. It integrates keys with LCD screens that change in real time according to what you're doing, showing shortcuts, icons, or specific functions. That is, you no longer have to memorize commands or waste time looking for functions. Your keyboard literally shows you what to do at every moment, and that completely changes the experience. You can customize each key, create complex macros, adapt the keyboard to your workflow, or even to your visual style, all from a simple interface. Whether you're editing, programming, streaming, or gaming, everything becomes more intuitive, faster, and much more fluid. It's like having a control center integrated into something you already use every day. Let me introduce you to the Hydrrogo D1. This device is a portable water purifier designed to accompany you in any environment, from an outdoor outing to an emergency situation. It's compact, lightweight, and capable of filtering water directly from rivers, lakes, or any natural source thanks to its multi-stage filtration system, removing particles and improving water quality in a matter of minutes. But what really makes it different is its independence. It can work with USB charging, solar power, or even manually with a crank, meaning it doesn't depend on anything else but you. And that's where everything changes, because it stops being just a gadget and becomes a real survival tool. It can provide you with liters of drinking water in conditions where you normally wouldn't have it, giving you security, autonomy, and peace of mind in any situation. It's that kind of device you don't use every day, but when you need it, it makes all the difference. And after seeing something as essential as this, what comes next takes us back to the most surprising and creative side of technology. Because not everything is about surviving. Sometimes it's also about enjoying. Let me introduce you to this 3D holographic transparent spherical speaker. At first glance, it looks like a futuristic object straight out of a movie, but when you turn it on, you understand why it's on this list. It not only plays music with 360-degree immersive sound, but it projects holographic images in the air thanks to a system of high-speed rotating LED lights, creating three-dimensional figures that seem to float inside the sphere. It's a perfect combination of art and technology, where every song also becomes a visual experience. And the most interesting thing is that it doesn't stay just aesthetic. You can display photos, animations, or even personalized content, turning it into a unique decorative piece for your space, or a completely new way to interact with content. At first glance, the Beambox Nikki looks like a modern pin, but in reality it's a smart badge with a touch screen that can display animations, designs, or any content you want, becoming a digital extension of your style. It's small, elegant, and completely customizable. But the really impressive thing is that it's not just aesthetic. It's integrated with global tracking networks like Apple and Google, meaning you can locate it anywhere in the world if you lose it, as if the whole planet were helping you find it. And that's where it becomes more than an accessory. It not only represents who you are, but it also gives you security and real-time connection. It's a mix of wearable technology, digital identity, and practical utility, all in a single object you carry with you every day. The STRiX is not just any electric motorcycle. It's a machine designed for extreme terrain, with a level of performance that surpasses even many combustion motorcycles. With brutal power and impressive torque, it's designed to face real conditions, from difficult trails to environments where only the most resistant equipment survives. But what really makes it stand out is its swappable battery system, which allows you to go from empty to fully charged in less than a minute, eliminating one of the biggest problems of electric vehicles. And that's where everything changes, because it's no longer just about being electric, but about being practical, aggressive, and ready for any challenge. Its robust construction, real-world autonomy, and design intended for professional use make it not just a vehicle, but a high-performance tool. Let me introduce you to the Tiiny ET58. This device is designed for something very specific, making the perfect espresso always. Unlike traditional tampers that depend entirely on each person's technique, this electronic system applies precise and constant pressure on every use, eliminating errors and ensuring uniform coffee extraction. Everything is controlled from a simple interface, allowing you to adjust the pressure to your liking while the device takes care of the rest, even correcting imperfections in the coffee base with integrated vibration. And that's where it really stands out, because it turns a process that normally requires experience and practice into something automatic, consistent, and accessible to anyone. It no longer matters if you're a beginner or a professional barista. The result is always the same: high-quality coffee, without effort and without margin for error. Now we move on to the Smart Outdoor Projector Light. This gadget turns any space into an immersive visual spectacle. Thanks to its power and advanced optical system, it can cover large areas with intense colors and dynamic effects that really stand out, whether in a garden, a pool, or a facade. But the most striking thing is how it interacts with the environment. The lights can sync with music in real time, reacting to every beat and creating a completely enveloping atmosphere, as if you were inside a show. And the best part is that everything is completely customizable. You can control colors, intensity, and effects from your phone or even with your voice, adapting the ambiance to any moment, from a quiet gathering to a full party. It's that kind of technology that doesn't just illuminate but transforms the space and the experience. And if we're talking about experiences, the next gadget completely redefines the way you listen to the world. The RELOD OVO Air are not traditional headphones. They are designed as a hybrid system that allows you to switch between an open mode, where you stay connected to what's happening around you, and a closed mode, ideal for fully immersing yourself in music. This duality makes them the perfect companion for daily life, adapting to both moments of concentration and situations on the move where you need to stay alert. But the really interesting thing is how they feel to use. Thanks to their spatial audio technology and head tracking, the sound isn't just heard, it's perceived in space, creating a much more immersive and natural experience. Add to that a lightweight, comfortable design with intuitive touch controls, along with features like multi-point connection and fast charging, making them practical in any routine. They don't block your world, they amplify it. And in a time when everything seeks to isolate you, this gadget does exactly the opposite. And if you thought sound had already reached its limit, this next gadget is designed to give you a real advantage. The Fosi Audio C3 is not a simple sound card. It's a DAC and amplifier designed specifically for gaming, but with a completely different approach. It uses artificial intelligence to identify and enhance the sounds that really matter within the game. We're not just talking about turning up the volume, but recognizing footsteps, shots, or movements and making them clearer and more directional, giving you a real competitive edge in intense matches. The interesting thing is how it achieves it. It integrates an AI model trained specifically for FPS that improves key sounds by several decibels, maintaining extremely low latency, meaning you hear everything in real time without delays. But after everything you've seen, there's an inevitable question. What if all that intelligence didn't depend on the internet? What if you could carry it with you anywhere? Meet the Tiiny AI Pocket Lab. Tiiny AI Pocket Lab completely breaks the rules of the game. Because we're not talking about an app or software. We're talking about an artificial intelligent supercomputer that fits in your pocket. You can literally carry with you a system capable of running giant language models without an internet connection. No servers, no cloud, no paying for every use. Everything happens inside the device. And here's where it gets absurd. This little monster can handle models of up to 120 billion parameters. This means it has advanced reasoning capacity, deep analysis, and content generation at levels that were previously only available in data centers. But now it's yours. Private, secure, and completely offline. Plus, it learns from you. It saves your preferences, documents, and context, becoming a kind of personal digital memory that improves over time. It's like having an assistant that never forgets anything. If now you have all that intelligence with you, the next question is, how do you show it to the world? Meet the Epiphan EC20 KPTZ. This isn't a regular camera. It's like having a complete production team without the team. Because while most cameras just record, this one thinks, follows, and frames for you. Thanks to its AI-powered automatic tracking system, it can detect a person and keep them perfectly framed without anyone touching anything. You move, and the camera follows you automatically, like having an invisible cameraman. And that's not all. Its real 20 times optical zoom lets you capture everything from wide shots to precise details without losing quality. All in 4K at 60 frames per second. Clean, professional image ready for any scenario. You can have the best setup, the best camera, or the best artificial intelligence, but if you're uncomfortable, none of it matters. And that's where something completely different but incredibly necessary comes in. Meet the Shark ChillPill. This gadget doesn't try to be the most powerful or the most futuristic, but it can become the one you use the most every day. It's a 3-in-1 personal cooling system, fan, refreshing mist, and an instant cooling plate. Yes, you can literally touch it and feel the temperature drop in seconds, like carrying air conditioning with you. And no matter where you are, working, recording, training, or simply surviving a brutally hot day, this device is designed to follow you. You can wear it, place it on your desk, or hold it in your hand. It adapts to you. Plus, its ultra-fine mist system cools without getting you wet, and the fan has enough power to make a real difference, even outdoors. And just when you think you've seen it all, it's time to take this level of technology even further. Because if the previous one seemed taken from the future, this one straight up looks like a piece from an advanced civilization. Meet the M5Stack AI Pyramid-Pro. And yes, it's exactly what it looks like. A pyramid, but with artificial intelligence inside. But not just any artificial intelligence. We're talking about a high-performance PC designed to run AI locally, without depending on the cloud. In other words, this isn't a gadget, it's a brain. Inside this minimalist and futuristic structure hides an 8-core processor and an NPU capable of reaching 24 TOPS of power, allowing it to perform tasks you'd normally only see on servers. It has facial recognition, real-time video analysis, multimodal interaction, and even execution of language models. It's like having your own ChatGPT, but living inside a pyramid on your desk. And this is where things start to get serious. This device can process 8K video, handle multiple streams at the same time, and analyze up to 16 video channels in parallel. That means it can see more than you and understand it faster. Plus, it comes loaded with ports: HDMI, USB 3.0, USB-C, and dual Ethernet. Basically, you can connect an entire ecosystem of devices and turn it into the control center of your setup. When you're far from everything, there's only one thing that really matters: being able to communicate. Meet the Garmin inReach Mini 3. This small device can be the difference between being out of touch or fully connected anywhere on the planet. Yes, even with no cell signal, even with no Wi-Fi, and even if you're in the middle of nowhere, Garmin works with the global satellite network. That means you can send and receive messages, share your location, and stay connected literally from anywhere in the world. But here's where it gets serious. This device includes an SOS button that, when activated, sends a direct signal to an emergency center available 24/7. Your location, your message, your situation, everything, sent instantly, It's like having a lifesaver in your pocket. You can also plan routes, check the weather, share your real-time location, and let others follow your journey while you explore. All from a compact, rugged device designed to survive extreme conditions, and with a battery that can last up to 350 hours. No matter how productive you are, or how organized you try to be, you can't remember everything. Important conversations, ideas that appear in seconds, or key details that disappear right when you need them. That's where this device comes in. Meet the ANYPIN Note Pod P1. It turns everything you say and hear into useful information. It's not just a recorder. It's like having a second mind, always active, always attentive. You wear it, and it takes care of the rest. Record a meeting, and it doesn't just save the audio, it transforms it into text with surprising accuracy. But it doesn't stop there. It understands context, identifies who's speaking, and organizes everything automatically, like someone taking notes for you in real time. And the most interesting part is that it completely eliminates the effort of reviewing, because you don't need to listen to anything again. The artificial intelligence itself delivers what's important. Key ideas, conclusions, action points, all summarized, clear, and ready to use. There's one place where we still do things almost the same way we did years ago. I'm talking about the kitchen, but that's about to change. Meet the OULIN AI Sink. And yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. A sink with artificial intelligence. But not just anyone. This device combines visual recognition, advanced intelligence, and cleaning technology in something you wouldn't normally even consider smart. And that's what's interesting, because this sink can see what you place in front of it and understand it. You put ingredients in, and the system recognizes them automatically. But it doesn't stop there. It can suggest recipes, guide you step by step with voice instructions, and basically become a real-time kitchen assistant. It's like having someone next to you telling you exactly what to do, but without making mistakes. And while all that happens, it's also doing its main job, cleaning, but not in the traditional way. It uses microbubble technology to remove dirt more deeply, more efficiently, and more gently with food. So you not only cook better, you also clean better. And that's all for today. I hope these cool gadgets from AliExpress have surprised you as much as they have me. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Remember to tell me in the comments which one was your favorite. See you in the next video.